What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Here we have the last weekly training update before the European Championships. This is from last week. I will be posting some individual singles from this week because they are pretty mega. However, I won't be posting a weekly training update after this video, and then the next video you see after this one will be some heavy singles from this week, and then the following video will be next Thursday, so a week this Thursday, which will be the European Championships, of which will be you witnessing a gold medal for Team GB and myself overall, which will be pretty cool. So what we did this week was we were basically, working on some heavier loading singles on all three movements. The volume was down slightly, not by a whole lot, but the volume was down, and we are just, we are ready. The work is done. We're just fine-tuning everything, and we are just looking to keep the ball rolling. Now, what I actually wanted to discuss in today's video was regarding ice baths for recovery. So, I've been asked a few times by a few of the athletes that I'm working with, if I think that they should start implementing ice baths in the recovery, and I feel that it's actually quite a good topic. Now, ice baths, are generally used by athletes post-session, and it's used for recovery. Now, the reason it's used for recovery is because it's meant to reduce inflammation, and with reducing inflammation is meant to help improve your recovery potential, or not necessarily recovery potential, but more just how you feel, and often how feeling good or feeling like you're recovering better is probably going to lead to some better performances in whatever sport you desire to do. Now, from the data that I've seen and from the research that I've been looking at, there is some positive data to show that ice baths, properly ice baths for being submerged fully from 10 minutes onwards, does have some positive effects in reducing inflammation within your body. Now, although that is a good thing, I think that for powerlifters and bodybuilders or strength athletes, it's not always the best idea. Now, the reason for that is when you're training, and one of the things that is necessary for muscle gain is inflammation. When you are training, you are promoting some inflammation within the muscles you are training. So if you're squatting, there's going to be inflammation in your legs and your glutes and your back. It's going to be there through training, and that inflammation promotes growth. So a certain amount of inflammation is necessary to promote growth within your body, but too much can lead to causing pain, because the inflammatory response also signals for pain, So the thing is that if you start in the middle of a cycle having ice baths, then you can be reducing inflammation. And again, there's no exact data out there and from what I'm aware of, that will show you reduce this much. But with reducing it consistently enough, you may be hindering the muscle growth potential due to the inflammatory response you get from ice bath and reducing the inflammation. Now, if you are a week out from a competition or 2 weeks out from a competition, and you are beginning your taper and you're wanting to start reducing fatigue and feeling better, then having ice baths could be a good idea, because you're not trying to build muscles 2 weeks out from competition. You are simply just displaying what you have already got. If you are an in-season footballer, American footballer, rugby player, tennis player, boxer, etc., then again, you are not really looking to make that much improvements within the gym, because your sport's taking priority and you're just looking more to just maintain or slightly gain, and having ice baths would be better, because again, gaining muscle isn't what you're worried about. Being fully recovered and having as low a fatigue as possible to be as ready as possible for your next game could also be a good idea. So that's just some food for thought, guys, and just my thought process on it. Again, for every give you, there's a got you, and I'm pretty sure there'll be some jack dude out there that has ice baths a lot. I'm not saying it's going to tank muscle gains whatsoever. I'm just saying that it's something to think about.